What's up you guys, it's Tyler. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new today. We are back in the bedroom because this is the number one spot to film, number one place to film in this entire apartment because the lighting is just so good. But we do have that ugly mattress in the background. It's not cute in here, but the lighting is so good. So we're gonna work on a filming spot, but for today this is gonna work. Y'all look at my eyeballs. Hello. Anyways, today we're talking about my plan and how it fell through massively, and everything just kind of changed yesterday. So let me tell you about my plan first, and then we'll kind of talk about what went wrong. I know I'm confused and I don't know what to do. Anyways, so we have a whole story to talk about beforehand. So my job, I work at a pet store. I worked at this one pet store for 4.5 years. I've worked there forever. I'm 23 in a couple days, so I've worked there for like my whole life, basically. Not really, but you know what I'm saying. There's been a lot of problems with the company that I'm with. They did a massive restructure that I don't agree with at all. I think a lot of us don't agree with it at all, but it's fine, whatever. And then, so on top of like the company restructure, people losing their jobs, people being forced to take less pay for more work, you know, like all of that. That sucks. So my managers, we have a store manager, he's like top guy. And then we have the second person. They're not called the assistant store manager anymore because the restructure changed it, but they basically are an assistant store manager, if that makes sense. So the two top people of the store, and then there's like 3 other managers besides them, if that makes sense. So my two top managers, who I love, they're great, love them so much, been with one of them for 4 years, they were forced to leave. Both of them were forced to leave at the same time with 1 week of notice, and they did not want to move. Let me just say that they didn't want to move. The company made them move. I don't know why. I can't discuss any of that. I don't know the details. I don't know if it was for a valid reason or they were just forced to move, like for whatever. I don't know. But that sucks because I love my people. You know, like the whole reason why I work at my job is because I love my people. But anyways, that happened, and I'm like, hey, maybe it'll get better. Like, the store has been a wreck. Like, maybe having 2 new top-level people in the store, like, maybe it'll get better. My God, I cannot explain to you how bad it is right now. Like, how horribly, awfully bad it is at my store right now that I literally want to walk out, and that's fine because that's happened before. Like, that's not new. The birds are screaming in the background. Anyways, so we have 2 new people, and one of them is an absolute disaster. The other one I haven't really talked to, so I don't know much about, but I'm in a group chat with my friends at work because it's fun. I got invited to it, so I love that. Fun. And we're all kind of talking about this one person being a disaster, and yeah, that's really sucked. I had 2 people complain to me about the one person within 5 minutes. They were like, that person's a piece of shit. I didn't clarify this right. When I say people, I mean customers. Like, I had customers complain to me about the new manager. Went to check on the birds because they were screaming. They're just being dramatic. It's fine. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to say too much. It's not even about that. But little details. It's going really bad with these new people, or I guess just like one person. It's going really bad, if that makes sense. So that sucks. Basically, I was planning on leaving, like, very soon. Like, I had plans set up. Like, I'm transferring to another store. Already talked to the manager. Already talked to multiple managers, actually, over there. And I got an opportunity for another store to go work there, a management position that I already did in the past. So I'm like, okay, that's like perfect. That's what I've been wanting to do for so long, is to have that position back. But I was forced down because they didn't have that position anymore. And also, started school. I haven't talked about that on my channel. I'll have to talk about it eventually, but I was a manager, had to step down. 2 reasons for that, what I just said. And that was offered to me again at the other store, so I had that option, right? And then the second option was what I talked about earlier. I was going to transfer to this other store. I would just be an associate. I would be working once a week, and I would find another job. So those were my 2 options with the company that I'm at. But didn't hear back from the manager. The management position job, I haven't heard anything back for them, so I'm assuming that's not gonna work out, which is fine. And the issue with that other one, with me transferring to the other job once a week, is that I need another job. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what went wrong, because this is what went wrong. This is the whole, like, hole in my plan, if that makes sense. Like, this destroyed everything. So I applied to this restaurant job like a month ago. I think I talked about it before. They love me. I love them. Really good vibes. I'm like, yeah, we're good. The issue was they weren't hiring at the time. They said come back in like a month when school starts and we should have business. They were just too slow to hire anybody. But they loved me and I love them. So I'm like, and like I'm set. Like I'm not really gonna go job hunt now because I like them. They like me. Like I think this is really gonna work out. Like I just had a really good feeling about it. I went back yesterday. It had been 3 weeks, so I was a little early, but I figured I can't start the job for 2 more weeks, so like it doesn't really matter. Like it's fine. I'll just go in a week early. And also I really want to quit. Like I have plans set for me to go to another store and work there once a week, and I'll work at this restaurant job 3-4 days a week, like whatever. Like I have a plan. Like it's good. We're good, right? Like nothing can go wrong. And that was in my head, like nothing can go wrong. Like I'm gonna go interview again. I'm gonna have the job. We're gonna be all set. Like everything's good. After this interview, I'm going to have the job, and then I'll go contact my current manager and tell them I'm leaving. I'll go contact the other manager at the other store and tell them I'm coming. You know, like I had this grand, lovely, perfect plan. And of course, perfect plans are not perfect. It just can't be perfect all the time, you know? So they're still not hiring. But again, he said he loved me. Like I made a really good impression. He remembered me. He remembered my name. I have a very odd real birth name. Like I've never met anybody with my name in real life or online. Actually, I don't know anybody with my name. So he remembered me. He remembered my face, remembered me, and loved me, like whatever. But still not hiring. They're on a hiring freeze because it's so dead. And he said, come back in 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, my plan just went on the floor and splattered into a million pieces. And I don't know what to do now because I thought this would go perfectly. And I thought we'd be winning, you know, like we'd be winning. I can leave my job. Like it's great. It's fine. Everything's perfect. No, of course not. So that's what happened. And I don't think it's necessarily a horrible thing. I think I learned something. You want to know what I learned? Hold on. Let me show you this. Dollar Store has the cutest freaking blankets ever. Look at this blanket. That's freaking adorable. Look at this one. This one's old, but that's so cute. Look at this one. Anyways, I learned that yesterday. Did I go to the dollar store yesterday? Someday I went to the dollar store and I got this and I learned dollar store is really good for blankets. Anyways, another thing that I learned is that restaurant is so slow. When I went in yesterday, there were like 3 people there and they were all singles. They were just like single people in the restaurant and it was like 3 o'clock. So the bad thing about that job is it pays very little and you rely on tips because it's a restaurant. That's just how it is the majority of the time. And I kind of realized I can't make money if they're dead like this. Like school is out. School is in, not school is out. School is in. And they said they would be busy when summer's over, school is in, right? They had 3 people at 3 p.m. So I'm like, okay, realistically, maybe this did not work out because it's just not meant to be. Like I could not make anywhere near what I make now with the company that I'm at the restaurant job because there's nobody there to make tips off of. Like that, does that make sense? So I'm kind of thinking about it. Like maybe I don't work there. Maybe I don't go back in 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So I applied to probably like 11 jobs last night. That's probably a little exaggerated, maybe like 7, I don't know. I applied to a lot of jobs last night because I need to leave. Like I have to go at some point. Just don't know when. So that's where we're at now, is we need to find another plan. I still have a plan. I know I'm transferring to this store. If something goes wrong and that changes, like whatever. But I have my in at this other store. I love the people there. How do I know the people there? Best friends with one of them. The other one, he's basically like my second dad, okay? So love the people there. I would love to work there, you know? So I have my in. I just need a second job so that I can leave here, my store. I need to leave my store because it's going to hell. And there's a chance it could get better, but I just don't think it will. So I'm back on the job hunt. I feel like I've been on the job hunt for like 3 years and it's probably accurate, honestly. Maybe 2.5 years. I don't know. It's been a long time that I've been job hunting. So I'll keep you updated as always. But that's how yesterday went, and now I'm kind of like confused because my plan just bye guys. But another reason I think it worked out for the best is because I have so much going on in the next couple weeks. God, guys, let me tell you about this. So I saw my cardiologist, I don't know, like 2 days ago or something. First off, did not go very well. She essentially dumped me because she can't do anything for me. Like, she says there's nothing wrong with me. Like, first of all, there's a million things wrong with me. I have a heart valve disease. I have signs of heart disease, just like casual, normal heart disease. I'm 23 years old. Actually, I'm not even 23 yet. 23 in a few days. I have inappropriate sinus tachycardia. I have extreme dizziness. I can't even talk right now. Okay, but anyways, you get my point. There's a lot wrong with me, but whatever. She's sending me to a like electricity heart person. They like specialize in the electric system of the heart, like whatever. So I have to see them in like the next month. They haven't called me yet because I just went like 2 days ago. So I have to do that. I have to figure that out. I have to get an echo done next month of my heart, because I haven't done that in a year. Have to go make sure that I'm not dying. Love that. I have my brain MRI, not next week, but the next week after that. And then that same week, I have a cognitive test, but it's like the first part. There's 2 parts. So the first part is just talking about my history. It's like an hour long. I have to bring somebody with me because I'm there for memory problems. Like, they need somebody there because I can't remember anything. And then I have a psychiatrist appointment next month. I have, what else do I have? Guys, I have to go get my birth control refilled. I have to make a therapist appointment. I really need a fucking therapist. It's so bad. I hate these neighbors, bro. I just like feel overwhelmed with everything going on, and it's my fault because like I scheduled these things together. Also, not really though. Not really. Like, it just kind of happened this way. Like, my psychiatrist appointment was set months ago. MRI, I finally got in contact with them, so that's kind of their fault. I'm blaming them at this point. I hate the MRI company thing that I went with. My memory test scheduled months ago, and then they canceled, and then they had to reschedule, so that was not so fun. There's just so much going on, but guys, you know this. Well, if you listen to every single word I say, you know this. I'm going on a really long vacation in October, and there's just so much going on. Like, I see a rheumatologist, I see a neurologist. I'm just like, why is this all happening at one time? And it's like, first of all, it's the time thing. Like, I have to make time for all of these appointments. I have to schedule all these days off, because if I don't schedule the day off, they're gonna, of course, schedule me when I need to go to the appointment, whatever. And then it's also the money thing. Like, I'm gonna be out of work for 2 weeks because we're going out of city and then out of state for a while. So I need a new phone because this phone battery is dying and I don't have space on my phone to do anything. I don't need a new phone. I just want to make that clear. Oh God, I would like a new phone. This lady walks her 4 dogs for, I would say, like 10 minutes every day, completely. Like, she doesn't walk them anywhere. I'm just ranting about this lady because I hate her. She should not have 4 dogs if you're gonna walk them 10 minutes for the entire day. She walks them, I think, like 4 times a day, but each time it's only like 2 minutes. Just like go pee, go poop, go back in the tiny apartment that I live in with 4 dogs. Like, it's so annoying, and she doesn't train them at all. Like, they're out of control, barking at everything. Like, they're pulling her around right now. They're entangling her. Please don't get dogs if you aren't gonna train them at all. Anyways, I'll come back when they're not barking. Okay, we're back in a different room with the birds. Another dilemma is I pay my car insurance in October, and that's when I'm out of work for 2 weeks, and after I buy a phone, and I'm going on vacation, and after all these doctor's appointments, my car insurance is, I pay 6 months because you save money, and I don't know, I don't really want to pay every month when I could pay once every 6 months. So that's a lot of money to be paying 6 months of car insurance. Like, I'm stressed out. That's why I need a therapist. Like, I need to manage my stress because I'm just stressed out all the time. But anyways, that's all of my chat. This was a long video, but this is my therapy at this point. So I will see you all next week. Goodbye.